Welcome to Strange Smoke. This week we're going to try the Mayo sear experiment. A lot of people think this whole concept is gross because people think mayo is gross, but we're going to experiment with New York strip steak. Going to put mayo on one, toss it on the grill. The other one we're going to do normal. So let's go. So I got it on a metal grate so I can do a reverse sear. I'm going to use Montreal steak seasoning on both. I'm going to try and do a little lighter on the mayo steak because I know mayo has salt. Okay, so now I'm going to toss these guys in the fridge for a dry brine. I think earlier I said reverse sear, but you guys know what I meant. Anyway, I usually do it for 24 hours. I'm only going to do it for 8 hours this time because I'm low on time. But here we go. And here we are 8 hours later. It looks like we have some nice water weight reduction. And yeah, we're going to cover this thing in mayo. So I'm only going to do one side, and then when I toss it on the grill, I'm going to do the other side while the mayo side's searing. So let's do this. Okay, here we go. Try to do a nice thin layer of mayo. Hopefully this will get an awesome sear, make it nice and tender, make it nice and juicy. If not, I'm just gonna have this soggy mayo steak and it'll be very sad for me. So wish me luck. Okay, here we are at about 5 minutes. So when I tossed it on, I got a little bit of a flame out, but then it kind of calmed down. I turned it down a little bit, and then once the flame out seemed cool, I turned it back up. So here we go. Here's when we see how it looks. That is a nice sear. It looks, it does look like it has, should probably leave that on. I don't know, your call. I'm not sure if that stripped off all the seasoning. Guess we'll see in 5 more minutes. Hot off the grill. I must say I'm pretty impressed. It looks like the mayo, you can still see some residue, but a lot of it melted off and it looks nice and buttery to me. Upon flipping it and touching it, I've never licked my fingers so much. It seems like it's got a really good flavor. I messed with it a little bit trying to get cross sears, and you can make fun of me because I'm not great at making cross sears. But as you can see, it looks like the mayo steak did have a better, darker sear than the control steak. So far, I'm pretty impressed. I'm ready to cut into these guys. Of course, let them rest first and then see how they look. Okay, final product cut up, open. Nice pinkness, maybe a little on the medium side. Was going for a medium rare. But let's try these guys and see how they taste. Oh man, these steaks have had a long day, but they were both delicious. Some self-criticism. I wish I dry brined them overnight and maybe pulled them off a little sooner so they're a little bit more on the medium rare side, but otherwise they were fantastic. My wife and I are kind of in dispute as to which was the better steak. She says non-mayo, I say mayo, but it kind of follows along our line of bias where she doesn't like mayo, I do like mayo, but also she's more of a lean meat person, I'm more of a fatty meat person, so you kind of have to follow your own preferences. But she did say with the mayo steak, it didn't taste like mayo. It just tasted like a more buttery steak. I thought it was definitely better. I thought it had better sear. I thought it was a little juicier. I thought it was a little tender. It's not significant, but it does definitely make a difference. And if you're really not a mayo person, you could probably have a pretty similar effect if you use olive oil or some other oil. Hey, maybe even beef tallow if you want to get fancy. But yeah, if you try this, maybe comment, let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it and subscribe to Strange Smoke. Thanks so much.